Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, and welcome if you're new. I'm Josephine. So today I'll be showing you how to make this pint. So let's get to the video. So right now the measurements you'll be needing is your hip measurement and your crotch measurement. My hip I'm marking 9, while my crotch I'm marking 11 and quarter. To get your crotch measurements, you divide your hips by 4. So I'm marking that on the other side so that I can rule across it. Right now I'm going to draw a straight line across it. So from the waistline I'm going to come down by 4 inches because I don't want the pint to be on my waist. I want it a little bit lower. You can make yours 3 inches or go lower than that, but I'm making my 4 inches. So that will be my new waistline. So right now I'm taking my waist measurement, divide by 4, minus 2 inches. I'm minusing 2 inches because I'm using a very stretchy material. So at the side I'm going to go up by half an inch, then get the midpoint of the waist. I'll mark that, then curve it to the half an inch like so. So on the hip line, I'm going to take my hip measurement, divide by 4 minus 2 inches. I'll mark that. Then from that half inch, I'm going to mark down 2 inches. Make yours 1 inch or half an inch. I want mine to be 2 inch. That's where the pint curve will start, by the side. So watch how I place my curve rule. I'll mark it to the 2 inches. Then from my crotch line, I'm going to go down by 1.5 inch and go in by 1 inch. This is the 1.5 inch, so I'm going to go in by 1 inch. So right now I'm going to curve from that 2 inches we mark downward to meet with the 1.5 inch. You can curve yours anyhow you want it, but I just want to curve mine like so. You can make any style you want with this pattern. So right now we are done with the front pattern. You just add your half inch allowance round it. So right now let's draft the back pattern. So we are going to take the same measurement we did as the front. The waistline, we'll take our waist measurement, divide by 4 minus 2 inches. Then I'll go up by half an inch. You can see the back doesn't have any curve as the front. So you just go up by half an inch and mark that. So that will be our waistline. So take our hip measurement, divide by 4 minus 2. Then you mark that. Then you go down by 2 inch, just the way you did at the front pattern. From the waist, you mark on a curved line down to that 2 inches. Then at the crotch line, you go down by 1.5. You mark that. And you come in by 1 inch. You mark that. Then at the crotch line, you go up by 1/2 inch. You also mark that, then connect the line like so. So right now we are going to cut from that 2 inches down to the 1/2 inch above the crotch line. I want my back pattern to be fuller, not as slim as the front pattern. So watch the way I curve it. If you want yours to be slimmer, you can just shape it the way you want it. So we are done with our pattern. Just add the 1/2 inch around it, then cut it out. When cutting, you just cut from the waistline down to the crotch line without the 1.5 you marked downward. So this is it. I only cut from the waist down to the crotch line. That is the 1.5. So we are going to cut that separately. So this is it after cutting it. So you join them together. Make sure you know where the front is and the back. Then you add the allowance. This is the front, this is the back. That's the front is the upper side, while the back is the lower side. So right now I'm joining them together as one. Then I'll add the necessary allowance. That's the upper parts and the lower parts. That's all. I've added the necessary allowance apart from the upper parts of both the front and back. I'm going to do that when I'm cutting on my fabric. So I'm indicating it that I'm supposed to add 1/2 inch. And this should be cut on fold. Both the front, the back, and the other small piece, all should be cut on fold. So this is it after cutting. You can see the 1/2 inch I added at the lower part. And it's also cut on fold. So right now I'm going to open it up like so. This is the back and this is the front. So I'm going to turn the lower part against each other like so. Then I'll add the small piece in between them. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew 1/2 inch, and also join the back waist and the front waist with 1/2 inch. So this is it after sewing it. You can see 1/2 inch by the side, then the lower part I sewed in 1/2 inch. So right now I'm going to take the round leg measurement. That is where the leg is going to pass through, and also the round waist measurement, so that I can cut a long strap to sew both the leg and the waist. After taking each of the measurements, I'm going to cut a long strap of 1.5 inch each. Then I'll pin it to each of the legs and the waist. This is it. After pinning it, I'll take it to the sewing machine and sew it round. After sewing, make sure you use a weaving machine to weave it round. So this is it after sewing. You can see how beautiful our pant is looking. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.